Hi there, and thanks so much for joining me for this month's newsletter. We have a couple of really ultra premium high end red wines for you this month, followed by a really fun limited release rosé and a white wine of the month, as well as a few announcements at the end. So, let's go! So first up, we have a beautiful Cab Shiraz from Australia. This one is part of the Passport series, the last one. It is an 8-week wine fermented with the grape skins. It gives us a really nice full-bodied wine and comes in at 14% ABV. The Cabernet Sauvignon in this one provides the structure and subtle herbal notes, and the Shiraz adds richness and black pepper, while the flavors of the wine overall are cassis, blackberry, and plum, with hints of leather, vanilla, and spice. This wine has really lovely silky tannins for a smooth mouthfeel, with a vibrant acidity that adds freshness. And of course, if you do want to cut down on the acidity of this wine, we can add just a titch of sweetener in there that will literally just tone down the acidity of it. This wine ends up tasting like about a $30 bottle of wine if you were to buy it commercially, so don't miss out on this limited release. And next we have another ultra premium. This is the Passport equivalent, except it is the limited edition by Wine Expert. It is our Tempranillo Shiraz from Australia as well. Now, this one is also an 8-week wine, also fermented with grape skins, also the last one in its series. It does come in very full-bodied, also at 14% ABV. However, compared to the Cab Shiraz, the Tempranillo Shiraz tends to be a little more fruit-forward, a little jammier, if you will. This one has aromas of red berry, chocolate, peppery spice, with flavors of black cherry, raspberry, blueberry, and plum, and little notes of milk chocolate, tobacco, and licorice. It also has ripe tannins and rich spice, and it's going to be a really lovely wine that's just full of juiciness. As I said, these two reds are the last in the limited edition lineups, so don't miss out on these, especially if you want to age them. After 3 or 6 months or more, it's going to taste phenomenal. Next, we have a pretty fun rosé wine for you. This one is also limited edition, however, it is a 6-week wine. It is the Pinot Noir Rosé. You may or may not know the Pinot Noir grape is actually typically red, and it is considered one of the lightest red wines that you could get. This time we're making it into a rosé, so it comes in as a medium body, takes 6 weeks to make, and it has an off-dry sweetness to it. This one's a really nice and light wine to enjoy for the summer. It's got tastes of red berries, watermelon, with subtle earthy notes, and it is very fruit forward compared to the white Zinfandel, which is lighter, like a pink lemonade. The Pinot Noir Rosé is more like a pink sangria. So make sure not to miss out on that one if you're a fan of the rosé wines. And the last wine that I want to talk to you about is our wine of the month, which is the 4-week Smooth White wine. This one is a blend with a light to medium body, comes in at about 11.5 ABV, and it's very comparable to a Gewürztraminer or Riesling, and it is inspired by the commercial Bodacious Smooth White blend. It has notes of sweet pear with subtle herbal notes. So if you really like the light, sweeter wines, and of course we can always alter the level of sweetness that you like to fit your taste, but if you're a fan of those, make sure you take advantage of the wine of the month. We're going to extend it until the end of July. Alright, a few quick little announcements. We are going to start calling on vendors for events after hours, so things like fitness classes, craft classes, meetups, non-profit meetups, group meetup spaces, things like that. And we're also calling for vendors to host either pop-up shops in our storefront or be featured as a monthly local vendor. So if you know anybody that might fit those descriptions, or you want to do it yourself, please use the link back in the email to fill out the contact form, and I will contact you with all the details. But generally speaking, we're kind of looking to spruce up the livelihood of the wine shop, just get a few more people in there and take advantage of the newly renovated space in the storefront. That's all I have for you folks this month. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a lovely June. Bye!